Welcome back to Logan Vision Interviews. I'm Brian, and joining me again is Jaden, Logan Vision's Director of Customer Experience. Today, we're talking about something that affects almost everyone who's considered streaming: the mistakes people make before they start, and the mistakes that can keep them from getting the experience they expected. Jaden, let's start with the biggest one. When people first start looking at streaming, what's the biggest mistake you see them make?
Honestly, I think one of the biggest mistakes happens before people even get started. They convince themselves that streaming is going to be complicated.
That's interesting, because I think a lot of people can relate to that. They hear about different apps, devices, players, and services, and it can feel overwhelming before they even get started. So, how does someone get past that? What should they actually look for when they're choosing a streaming service?
I think the first thing people should look for is a company that makes the process easier, not harder. You shouldn't feel like you have to be a technology expert just to get started. Look for clear setup instructions, tutorials you can actually understand, and support when you have questions. And before you commit, see if they offer a free trial. That gives you a chance to try the service on your own device, see how it works, and decide for yourself whether it's right for you. A good streaming provider shouldn't just give you access to a service. They should give you the confidence to use it.
I like that, because it takes some of the risk out of the decision. You can actually try it, see how it works on your own device, and decide for yourself. But let me ask you this, Jaden. There are so many streaming options out there, from free websites to paid services, cable, and satellite. Is one of the mistakes people make assuming they're all basically the same?
Absolutely. And I think that's a big mistake because all streaming options aren't created equal. Free can sound great, and there are certainly some free options that work for people, but you have to look at what you're actually getting. If you're constantly dealing with buffering, channels that disappear, links that don't work, or never knowing whether what you want to watch will actually be available, free can become frustrating pretty quickly. On the other side, paying more doesn't automatically mean you're getting better value either. Some people are spending $150 or $200 a month on traditional cable or satellite and still aren't getting the flexibility or variety they really want. So I tell people, don't choose based on price alone. Look at reliability, quality, content, support, and what you're actually getting for your money. That's where the real value is.
So, when you talk about value, how should people look at their options? You have free sites, inexpensive services, and then traditional cable or satellite that can cost significantly more. What should someone really be looking for beyond just the price?
That's exactly the right question, because free doesn't automatically mean value. Inexpensive doesn't automatically mean value, and paying more certainly doesn't guarantee a better experience. Real value is about what you're actually getting, not simply what you're paying. Look beyond the price. Ask about reliability, picture quality, backup streams, content, device flexibility, and support. Those are the things that tell you whether you're actually getting real value. And then look at the content. A quality service should give you variety, live television, movies and series, sports, and access to major pay-per-view and special events. And value isn't only about what you can watch, it's also about where you can watch it. Your television at home, your phone or tablet at your kid's game, your laptop while you're traveling, or even while you're on vacation. A good streaming service should fit your life, not tie you to one screen. That's really what value comes down to. Don't just ask, what's the cheapest option? Ask, what am I actually getting? Because the right service should give you more of what you want, fewer compromises, and still save you money compared with traditional cable or satellite.
So, if someone watching this is thinking, okay, maybe streaming could work for me, what's the smartest thing they can do before they actually commit to a service?
Try it before you buy it. Use the free trial. Put it on the device you actually plan to use. Look for the channels and content you care about and see how it performs. And don't just test the service, test the support. If you have a question, ask it. That experience can tell you a lot about the company you're considering.
Jaden, I think that's a great place to leave it. Streaming doesn't have to be complicated, and the cheapest, or even the most expensive, option isn't always the best one. It really comes down to finding the service that gives you the right combination of quality, content, flexibility, and support. Thanks for joining us, and to everyone watching, thanks for spending a few minutes with us. We'll see you next time on Logan Vision Interviews.